So our bootlicker of the week
is the governor of Idaho.
Yes, who one would not necessarily need to know about the governor of Idaho, except for he, as you can see, is licking ass of the Idaho Beef Council to the point where they are allowing a culling of wolves that could be up to 90% of their wolf population. It's insane what they're talking about doing. But this is one of those things, before I get all crazy and bent out of shape, where I wonder what Bo thinks about this, because you might know something about this where it's not as horrible as it sounds that it is, but like I'm wanting to take his head and twist it into that wolf's mouth. Like that's kind of what I'm wanting to do.
Okay. So I did a video when they got delisted and when it was reverting back to the states. And I was like, these states, and like when you're talking about the western side of the country, they're going to do all right. The further east you go, the worse it's going to be. So basically it is as bad as it sounds if it goes the way they want. However, I would point out that wolves they have proven to be a lot smarter than the people trying to cull them.
So they're not necessarily successful is what.
Right. It's highly unlikely that they're going to knock out 90%. I doubt they get 20, but. Okay.
See, that makes me feel better right there. And I still think it's horrible.
Well, it is still horrible. And the goal would be to eventually get up to that point, because and you're right, it is about cattle. It's about livestock. But realistically, unless it gets federal protection again, you're going to see this exact thing happen in a couple of different states.
It's very aggravating to me. I don't understand. Like, it's just, it's not in our best interest. I feel the same way about like cattle ranching that I kind of do about fossil fuels. I don't necessarily think it needs to end tomorrow. I mean, it would be ideal, but it's something we should not be expanding. Like, I don't see why we would need to be expanding it. If anything, we should be reducing it. And the idea that we're going to kill off wolves that we know have brought so much life back to the areas that they are, like they've changed the entire ecosystem there. And then he got some letter from a bunch of like past, I guess, like secretaries of whatever their state department is and handles this. They're sort of, I guess they're agricultural. I don't know who handles this there.
Well, it's all part of big ag.
But they asked him not to sign this. A bunch of people that are in that industry, that are in the state, and he still did anyway. So that is why.
That's the other part about it, is that a lot of them are missing out on the fact that if I'm not saying that a lot of ranchers engage in fraud and write up livestock losses as wolf attacks when they aren't, and use a weed eater to make it look like that. But if they do, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. And that's going to be a huge loss of money, because then when that cow dies, they don't have a recourse. They're not getting reimbursed by the state. They're going to have issues of their own creation out of something that really isn't that big of a problem.
Right. That's what these guys wrote in this letter, like that the wolves only account for like this small percentage of loss to their livestock loss. Guys. Thank you, Steve. All right, everybody, and I said this in the beginning. I know. Please come and go. Like I'm pretending this is a cocktail party. Like I'd love to have you all over at my house.
Well, it is a cocktail party.
It's been a cocktail party for me.
Party of one. Party of one. But a birthday for Jen, nonetheless.
Not until midnight, technically. I'm still 49.
Yeah, you got to have a little over half hour to go before it's officially official.
I know. I'm 50. That's old, Steve. I'm old.
Hey, I'm 52, man. So
I know. That's why I'm complaining to you.
I look at you. You don't look it. I look it. I look every bit of 60.
I love that beard. I think it's so cute. I love the salt and pepper beard. I mean, I like facial hair in general, but I am definitely a fan of the salt and pepper.
We've had quite a few. We've had a facial.
We've had a nice facial hair entourage this evening.
It's been pretty solid. Great. Learn MMT, ladies and gentlemen.
The band of the beard.
Bye,
See you later, guys. Thank you so much.
We don't have to be playing with this now.
Thank you.
We don't have to be.
Bye, Steve.
Bye-bye, everybody.
We don't need to be looking at that bootlicker. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.